Are you just pleased to see me? Okay. Terribly sorry about the short delay. Well, it's probably a long delay, isn't it? The judges have now agreed on the results and the various solo prizes have been allocated. So we're now coming to do the results. Can I ask for an adult, i.e. over 18, member of each playing band to send a representative to the stage and remind you that there is no alcohol allowed on stage, okay? Sorry, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, we've got a full complement. So the next two people I'm going to invite on the stage are your esteemed adjudicators, Dave Barringer and Alan Fernie. And finally, to complete the stage party, the SABA president, or as she's known to all of us, Dog's Body, Carrie Brooks.
Thank you very much.
Okay, hopefully you've had a great day of contesting, so we'll keep this as quick as we can, despite the 13 prizes I've got to read out. But first, I'd like to call upon Alan Fernie to say a few words about what he's heard today.
Thanks very much, and I'd like to thank Saba for asking me to do this today. It's been a great honour. I'm a wee bit confused when Peter Fraser sent me the score, and isn't it great to see Peter here today, by the way? When Peter sent me the score, I looked at it and went, Christ, how are they going to play that? This is so difficult, technically. Can I just say that everybody really had a go at today and actually played it very well. There's lots and lots of sensible conductors as well who maybe realised that their band couldn't play it at the vivace that maybe Mr. Bourgeois wanted. It's absolutely bonkers, the thing, isn't it? It's absolutely mad. And played it at sensible tempos, and that's okay in my book all the time. So everybody played it well. I'm a huge advocate of what we do here. What we've heard today is 10 great brass bands. Why doesn't anybody else in Scotland know about this? Why is the place empty? Why is everybody still in the bar? Why are they all on the ship in? Because let's face it, that's where all the ballheads and experts will be, isn't it? Yeah, that's where they're all. That's. From a technical and musical point of view, we have heard 10 performances today that would grace any professional ensemble or anything going on here in Scotland. We should let everybody know about what we do in the brass band world. It is magnificent. From my own point of view, the playing, as I said, was of a really high standard. A lot of bands sounded very comfortable with the music, a lot of the solos, and there's some really mad solos, aren't there? I mean, goodness sake, I don't know if Mr. Bourgeois had been kicked by a soprano player when he was wee or something. So big up to all the soprano players for at least having a go for. So the worst part of our job as judges, certainly for me, is to put 1 to 10, and I know that here we have to put 1 to 10. Please don't be alarmed if you are 10 or 9 or 8 or anything like that, because you're all great in my book, and we should celebrate this a bit more. This hall should be mobbed, and there should be folk from outside our sphere. We don't know what we're doing wrong in the brass band world. I'm sure we all know somebody who goes, brass bands, that's terrible. I'll teach the trombone players how to read bass clef and all that rubbish. Let's face it, we all know them, don't we? They're all out there. Right, it's because they can't do it, that's why. We can do it, and we're brilliant. Celebrate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Prophetic words indeed, I think. Okay, now we'll get the views of Dave Barringer, please.
I know you wanted me to be quick so we can get on with the results, so I will be, I promise. In terms of what we were looking for today, I think we as adjudicators, I always as an adjudicator approach the music as I would as a conductor. Open the front page and see what the composer tells you what he's been looking for. People will talk about blitz and this being the anti-blitz, if you like. So it's not as forced, it's not as heavy, it's not as brash as blitz. And in terms of the character, it's supposed to be a little bit more light-hearted. So I think what we were looking at was the picture. You know, as Alan said, most of the bands played it. I think the top 6 probably really played it, and then the top 2 really got after the story. And I think that's a first movement that's light-hearted, that trips along. The second movement is expressive, but with motion. And of course, it's very thinly scored and tests all the soloists. So a difficult day for all of those soloists that are exposed there, and you all did a tremendous job, and you should be very proud. And then the last movement, I think, is described in the score as a romp. You take from that what you will. But, you know, it needs to push home, and it needs to have that feel that it's driving towards the end. A great piece of music. I hope you've enjoyed it, playing it as much as we've enjoyed listening to it. Wherever you come, whatever the remarks say, congratulations, because it is one of those tough tests. You'll all have put many hours in to be able to deliver what you've delivered today. So regardless whether we thought it was brilliant or whether we didn't like it quite as much as anybody else, I think you should all be patting yourself on the back for what you've delivered today. So thank you. And my thanks again, just to reiterate, to SBBA. It's a great organisation to come and work with. If you don't go around the other regions, perhaps you should, to see just how well off you are. A great team and a great event. So thanks again for the invite, and well done.
Right, thanks, Dave. Finally, before we do the results, I'd personally like to thank the audience for being great with me, and I've thoroughly enjoyed what I've done, and thank you for trusting in me. So I'll invite up the SBBA president and my boss, Carrie, to speak.
Good evening, folks, and thank you for your patience as we compiled and collated our results. We're all very excited to hear the outcome, the band that will represent us in 2026 in Austria at the Europeans, and the two bands that will qualify from Scotland to go forward to London in October to represent us at the national finals as well. So good luck to you all. Just very quickly from myself, I've got a huge amount of thanks to offer. First of all, to Perth Concert Hall. We arrived here yesterday morning at 6:30. If you were with us at all yesterday for the second section results, I did mention that they were here. They were very accommodating. They came in and they worked with us to make sure that the hall is fit for you all, and it's just been a great experience working with them again. It's lovely to come back to Perth. So thank you to the whole team backstage and front of house. Thank you to our team, Team SBBA. This year we had our AGM in January. We welcomed some new executive members, we welcomed some new volunteers. We sadly said goodbye to some as well, and we've gelled very quickly as a team to make sure that we've worked as hard as we could for you all, including our NIBS ambassadors who, whilst smaller in number at this championships, have certainly done ourselves proud, and I hope that they've looked after you also through your whole experience. So thank you to the team. I want to just very quickly mention our ICT team. We have got our PR officer, Nigel Martin, our photography guru, Jim Doyle, behind me, and James and Tilly and Iona working the media with all of the footage available for you after the event, should you wish to purchase copies of your or any of the performances. So please get in touch with SBBA through our email addresses, through our website, and if you want photos and any of the video footage, you're absolutely more than welcome to purchase them. So thank you to the team as well. Our adjudicators, what a great team we've had this weekend. I've worked with Mark Good, who was here for our 4B section today, Alan, Dave, Stan, and Mark, they've departed, but I do think they joined us for some of the championship section. It's been lovely working with them and having them up in Scotland to work to make sure that we've got those best bands going forward to Cheltenham and London at the end of this year. So thank you to our team, and to you, and to your band management team and your committees, the bus drivers, the babysitters, to whoever you may be that's helped to contribute to being here this weekend. Our sincerest thanks to you all. I know, and I've said it at every result that I've spoken at, I know the huge amounts of commitment it requires, but I know that it's worth it. This year is a very special year for SBBA. It's our 130th anniversary. And I said yesterday morning that we, because of COVID, weren't able to celebrate our 125 years of the organisation being established. So what we have done this year is we've offered you a very small token just to mark the occasion at the championships. I think one of our young ambassadors or one of your band ambassadors would have presented you with a little frame certificate just to mark the occasion. My challenge is this: how do we keep that movement sustainable? How do we make sure that we, in 130 years' time, have left the legacy that we have now behind for our families and our friends and our banding community? Because as Alan has quite rightly said, what a fantastic musical genre to be part of. Make sure that you keep involved, keep the positivity, keep sharing it, keep inviting those that are not part of this fantastic brass sphere into our organisation, because I truly believe that it has got so much to offer, and from cradle to grave, as our motto says, there's definitely something for everyone in it. So that's all from me. I wish you all a very safe journey home. Please make sure that you keep involved in banding, keep connected, and please make sure that you come back to our next event, which I believe I got wrong earlier, is on the 11th of April, when we will have a concert in Strathallan School of our National Youth Brass Bands of Scotland Easter course. And then at the end of the year, hopefully we'll return here for our festival. All the best to you all, safe journey home, and I'll see you very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Now, as Neville Chamberlain once said, I have in my hand a piece of paper. So we're going to start with the special awards. Who's presenting the first one, Julie? Carrie. Okay. Who's nicked me pen? Someone's nicked me pen, but who cares? Okay, the first award, and I'm going to do them off the award sheet, so apologies if I deviate from what's in the programme. This is the proper place. The first award is the Gavin Lindsay Quach. I think that's how you pronounce it. The Gavin Lindsay Quach thing, yeah. For the best soprano cornet in the championship section, and that goes to Scott Forrest of the Whitburn Band. Well done. Well done. Okay, now we come to the Terrace Medal for the best principal cornet, and that's been awarded to Chris Bradley of the Whitburn Band. Okay. Ah, here he is. Well done, Chris. Well done. Okay, the Alex Chalmers Memorial Quach. Look, man, I'm from Durham. What do you expect? For the best flugelhorn goes to the flugelhorn player, Sarah Finley from Kingdom Brass. Do the next one. Okay. Well done. Okay, sticking with the horn section. The Bram Thompson Medal for the best tenor horn goes to the solo horn of the Cooperation Band, Chris Hamilton. Okay. The James Macmillan Medal for the best baritone player goes to Carol Edney of the Corporation Band. Well done. Staying with that section, we'll have the Campbell Curly Wilson, I assume he had some sort of massive hairdo or something, Memorial Trophy, and that's presented to the best euphonium, and that goes to Chris Flynn of the Cooperative Band. Well done. Okay, from one Campbell to another. Not Curly this time, but John. And this is an award to the best tenor trombone player, or perhaps a bass trombone player, I don't know. Well, actually, I do. That goes to the solo trombone, Joshua Parkhill from the Dalmellington Band. Right, the final individual award is for the best bass player as a soloist, and that's an E-flat bass player, and it goes to Graham Fraser of the Whitburn Band. Well done, Graham. Now, it's all very well having a star E-flat bass player, but I'm afraid if the other three are donkeys, you're not going to get anywhere, really. So the prize for the best bass team is awarded to Graham and his three mates from Whitburn Band. Well done. And finally, for the individual stroke section prizes, is the Hugh Johnston Memorial Trophy. And that goes to the best team of shed builders, percussionists. And they are the percussion team from the Whitburn Band. Well done, well done. And now we'll move on to the main prizes before I'm afraid I'm going to have to go and have a beer and a lie down. In third place, receiving a £500 voucher from Geneva Instruments and the John Kirkwood Memorial Trophy, receiving 194 points, is the band drawn number 5, Kingdom Brass. In second place, receiving a £750 voucher from Geneva Instruments, the SBBA President's Trophy, and an invitation to take part in the national finals at the Royal Albert Hall in London on the 11th of October, receiving 195 points, is the band that drew number 7, the Cooperative Band. All the band reps, you can collect your remarks from the gentleman in the corner over there after the announcement of first place. This is a long one, so you'll have to bear with me. In first place, receiving a £1,000 voucher from Geneva Instruments, the Hannaford Jubilee Trophy, the James P. Abbott Memorial Trophy, the Walter Hargreaves Trophy for the winning conductor, a commemorative banner, and invitation to take part in the national finals at the Royal Albert Hall in London on the 11th of October, and an invitation to represent Scotland at the 2026 European Championships in Linz, Austria, receiving 196 points. That was the band drawn, number 9, Whitburn. Found me pen. Winning band. Can I ask the members of Whitburn Band to come up on stage and have their photographs taken, please?